Huge way out here. We got Bear here with us today, and today was a great day in the market. I'm up $1,000. Yesterday was not as great, but at the end of the day, today was a good day. That's all that matters. I come on here every day to show you guys wins, losses, what I wish I did, versus what I wish I didn't do. Everything, man. Everything's on the line here. I just want to be brutally upfront with you guys, and as I tell you guys in every video, I am not a stock guru. I am not a financial advisor. I am not here to sell you a course. What I am here to do is show you the growth, the losses in the market, what's going to happen, and the best strategy that you could possibly trade, in my opinion. Again, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. It doesn't matter what you want to do. To me, if you want to go and choose another strategy, that's absolutely fine. Again, I'm not an advisor anyway, so you shouldn't be listening to me in the first place, right? Number one, if you are new here, I trade the 15-minute orb strategy. That is a strategy that I love. It is what I use on the daily. It has worked for me for quite a while now, months. Not every day is going to be up. I'm going to be honest with you again, and most of that is because of human error, mistakes, things that are going to happen to us as we trade in the market. There's no strategy that's 100% perfect. There's no entry point that's going to be perfect, but you have to make good entry points in order to win the market. You have to, man. So number one, we trade the 15-minute orbs like I said. And if you are new here, make sure to hit that like button, homie. Make sure to subscribe. Help your boy out. I'm not asking you for nothing other than a like and a subscribe button, all right? Number two, we're going to get into the strategy, all right? We're going to show you what happened today. So we trade the 15-minute orb, which I probably repeated 5 times now. We trade from 9:30 to 9:45. Okay, that's our 15-minute candle. Obviously, we trade longer than that, but that's when we check. That's our reference point of what's happening throughout the day. So we have our 9:30 candle right here, boys, all right? So we have our higher high, we have our lower low. Again, these are wicks, not dicks. So if you are here, this is a wick, all right? And it's this little line thing. This is the candle body. This is the wicks. We have the high of the wick. High wick, low wick. I can't even speak. Jeez, I'm crow. These are wicks, all right? Low, high. What we do from there, that gives us the high and the low. We switch from the 15 to the 5-minute, okay? And as we can see right here, we're gonna go back to this morning. What we see here is, jeez, I'm crow. What did I do here, boys? All right, right here, high, low. I thought this was low for a minute. I was like, what the heck? All right, let's take this one out. So what we see is we see a full closure, okay? And this is where I'm gonna be honest with you. This is where I got very iffy, okay? And where a lot of people probably got stomped the hell out. It's not easy. It's not easy because, again, what you're gonna see here is confusion. Is the market, man. The market's gonna do what it wants to do, and it does not matter what you think, it will stomp you out a lot of times, okay? It's about making your, losses into wins, okay? And small losses, big wins. So if you had jumped in right here, right? So we had seen the closure on the low, on the 5-minute candle, we saw the body closure, okay? So that gives us confirmation we're moving downwards in that time period, right? We're moving down, okay? So if it closes out underneath here, it's mostly gonna continue downwards. And if it closes out above here, it's mostly going to continue upwards for the day, okay? Which is fine, all right? But as you guys can see, if you had jumped in right here, again, we had seen a lot of buying power, right? So this is where I got confused. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, this makes no sense, right? Because I jumped in right here. We had seen clearly that there was a closure on the lower low, meaning in my strategy means it's going down. Again, my strategy doesn't mean anything without confluence, okay? So you have to have confluence. Right here, what you could have done, knowing that you saw that second candle showing a green, is you could have waited, right? All right, I'm gonna wait and just see and have confirmation for what exactly is happening right now, because obviously your stop loss most likely isn't gonna be able to go all the way up here. Some of you might be able to. Again, if you have a really high stop loss, you could have easily, put your stop loss up here and risk a whole lot, but a lot of funded accounts, you aren't gonna have that ability. It just depends on what you use. I recommend my funded futures. Again, if you want to support me, my code is in the description. My link is in the description, I think, at least. So you can use that. Great discounts, man. It's like $70, and you can get a 50K account. That's what I recommend starting with, especially when you're first starting. I always recommend demo when you first start. Don't go just right into these accounts because you'll blow them left and right. No point. Just go into demo. If you really want to try, definitely don't use your real money. Use a funded account, okay? So we saw the closure, right? In this point right here, I'm thinking, all right, we're moving all the way back down again. Wrong, okay? This is where we got whoosh, flying back up again, right? This is what I'm saying is you don't know what the market's going to do. A lot of people doing my strategy with a small stop loss would have got stomped the hell out. They would have went back in thinking it was going to come back down again, got stomped the hell back out again, right? So what we see though is we see a pure and utter closure coming back down underneath this again, and we go all the way down here. You would have taken profit 100%. I took profit, okay? But what we see again here, this is what I'd like to show you, and I caught on to this, and I actually made a second trade today on my other account. I want to show you guys is it comes down within 2 ticks of this fair value gap down here. And one thing I've noticed about the market, about the if you guys are new here, I've described it as a smart money. That's what people call it. Smart money is the people who move the market. We cannot move the market. There's nothing you and I can do that's going to move this account up or this number up, this 23855. There's nothing we can do to move that market up, okay? What the smart money can do is they can move it wherever they want to move it, okay? So these hedge fund guys, these bank guys, big guys have millions of dollars to move with. They're the ones that move the market, okay? So as you guys can see, we come within 2 ticks of where someone would probably have a buy order, right? A buy order or something like that here, right? Thinking if they come down to the fair value gap, they're gonna head back up again, right? 2 ticks within that, and they completely do a reversal all the way back up, and now we're up here, okay? And this is where I went in for a buy down here, because I noticed that we were doing a reversal, okay? And that's the thing, is sometimes you can catch 2 really, really good trades. Sometimes you can. I'll be honest, sometimes you really, really can. And today was one of those days for me where I was up in a few of my accounts, which is amazing, okay? So if you guys can see, we see a full reversal, 2 ticks. Dude, literally look at this, all right? We see the fair value gap, top of it's right here at 722. 725, it starts doing a reversal, okay? And what I've noticed is that within 2 to 3 ticks, they'll know that there's a lot of orders in that place, and they won't go to that place exactly. They'll do a reversal right before it. Or like, if we're waiting for a line of liquidity, right, which I've talked about in previous videos. If you are new here, I have full videos explaining things, my strategy in full. If you want to go watch that, again, make sure to subscribe and go check those out as well. But as you guys can see, sometimes we'll be waiting, right? Let's just say, for example, if we're waiting, in the bigger picture, bigger I can't even speak, jeez, I'm crow, bigger scheme of things, if you're waiting for the bottom of this gap and they go within this distance of it, you don't even get in on the trade. You know what I mean? They did a full reversal and they just they're gonna stomp a whole bunch of people out. That's what they like to do. They don't want, again, we're their liquidity. You guys gotta understand that. We are the liquidity of the market. When you lose, you're their liquidity. You're what's moving the market, okay? So these bigger gurus, they use that to their advantage. If they can make you lose, they're gonna make you lose, even though I don't even know if that's really what they're trying to do, but that's just how it works. You're the liquidity, you're moving the market with your losses, okay? So when you're losing, someone's winning, and when you're winning, someone's losing, okay? That's just how the market works. It's how we make millions of dollars off people, right? That's how they do, at least. So that's how we move, man. Like, today was a great day. It wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, the most part just because of how it was moving in the beginning, but the end of the day was great. And at the end of the day, the strategy did work. Granted, you had a good stop loss. The market did do exactly what it said it was gonna do. Granted, you had a good stop loss, okay? So let's just end it there. Again, go watch my other videos if you guys want to see, more. But today was a great day for me. I cannot thank the Lord enough. He's provided for me. He showed, at the end of the day, this strategy He showed me. I truly believe that with my heart. It's changed the game for me. I invite the Lord into all of my trades. I invite Him to every aspect of my life. I cannot do this without God. I genuinely mean that. I don't think I'd have the confidence to do this. I know I wouldn't have the confidence to do this without Him. I genuinely I give praise to the Most High, to the Lord Jesus, for helping me even be able to get to this point right now that I'm at, okay? So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on this content every single day. Monday through Friday, I upload. So, don't miss out on that. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any questions, please put it down in the description because, again, I am new to this. So, I love you guys.